He slapped the phone, Act disappeared. Next thing I know, his live is on, he don't know it, and you hear it going ballistic. It all started right there.
So you are the one who popped all this off?
I swear to God, it's on the
it is.
podcast.
And I'm going to be very careful with how I talk about this.
Yeah, because
and not for the reasons that you're thinking. No, because I just don't.
Content.
I don't want to be in a position of disrespecting anybody's meat.
Exclusive, only on No Jumper on the Adam and Wack show, and it's powered by Remo.
Bro, I just opened up Instagram and I got a DM in a group chat, and to call it small would be an understatement, to be totally honest. And now I find myself in the weird position of being in possession of this. Obviously not going to do anything with it. But holy shit, bro. Like, if this shit hits Twitter, and it's not, I'm not dropping it. I'm not doing nothing with it. But if it does, holy fuck.
You know what's funny? They say keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer, but in this situation I would just say keep your enemies far the fuck away as possible. In today's video, I want to show you some clips from a No Jumper live stream, specifically some clips where Adam and Wack 100 violate DJ Akademiks. Because in these clips we learn some interesting information about how Wack 100 has created a lot of drama for Akademiks and has basically damaged the guy's reputation and career. As you can see from the intro, they completely humiliated Akademiks on this live stream.
What did your wife say?
I won't tell you the exact words she said.
Call her, bro.
No, I'm going to skip, like, she skipped.
For real, bro?
Laughing at it and went straight to sympathy. She immediately was like, oh, poor Ag.
Alright, so I guess let's start from the beginning. First, I would like to begin with making a correction to my Wack 100 Lies a Lot Part 2 video. It turns out that I was wrong and that Wack was not lying about Blueface hooking up with Ac's lady friend. And come to find out that it was actually Akademiks who was not being completely truthful in the situation. And well, what can I say? When you're wrong, you're wrong. And boy was I wrong, because DJ Akademiks had another lady friend that he was seeing named Paris Hilton, who is an Atlanta-based rapper, and this is the one that Blueface also smashed. And here is the problem. Akademiks' actual girlfriend Sheikh Lizzie did not like the fact that Blueface was saying he smashed Ac's girlfriend and threatened to sue Wack 100 and Blueface. And this is when Wack 100 told her that they were not talking about her, and in fact, Wack 100 didn't even know who she was, which resulted in Sheikh Lizzie having a complete breakdown on an Akademiks live stream. Not long after this freakout, Sheikh Lizzie would send those pics to Adam and Wack as a form of get back on Akademiks, but we wouldn't get any of that information until this No Jumper live stream.
Wack, my girl talking about suing you, like I'm gonna sue you because you and Blueface keep lying, talking about Blueface me. So I'm like, I don't know you. I said Blueface Ac's bitch.
So you don't actually know, because I was almost starting to think maybe that Blueface really did her.
No.
No?
This what happened. All of it started because of me.
Because you said that on here.
I said, yo, Blueface Ac's bitch. Who are you? She said, I'm his woman. I said, well, I'm talking about his bitch, Paris Hilton, the rapper chick from Atlanta. So I don't know you.
That's really a Paris Hilton is a real person?
Go to Spotify and look it up.
It's a trans woman who looks like Paris Hilton?
No, she's not a trans. That's her name, Paris Hilton. She's a rapper. Oh. Got 2 hot singles. Look it up on Spotify. Paris Hilton. It'll pop up, right?
I never heard it.
So she's like, what? I said, yeah, Axe bitch, the one I always see you with in Miami. I don't know you, lady. So when I say Axe bitch, excuse me, but whoever he introduces me to, that's who I got to go off of, right?
Yeah.
She goes nuts. I said, Ack, last time we was in Atlanta, when I pulled up on you at the spot, she like, you were, and she slapped the phone, Ack disappeared. Next thing I know, his live is on, he don't know it, and you hear it going ballistic. It all started right there.
So you are the one who popped all this off?
I swear to God, it's on the
Nah, it is.
podcast.
And because that's the crazy shit is that then you have all these Twitter accounts who basically showed the video of his streaming setup with nobody sitting there, and then you can hear deep in the background.
That's after I did what I did.
You can hear Ak and her screaming at each other, and she's like really screaming. And people tweeted this, and I think it got like 50,000 likes before it got a community note.
Whoa, don't ever bring a side chick around Wack 100. How could this guy follow the street code when he can't even follow the bro code? I am being dead serious. Wack just showed us who he really is, and that you can't tell him shit. You actually have to actively keep information from him because he will snitch as soon as he gets any type of information. It appears that he genuinely enjoys snitching. So yeah, this quickly spiraled out of control for DJ Akademiks. And the day wasn't about to get any better for the guy. Because the very same day is when Shy Glizzy would send those unflattering pics of Akademiks to the crew.
I'm sitting at home. I'm playing poker, smoking weed in the back house on the Fangas. And I go look at my Instagram DMs. I've got a group DM. It's been sent to me, Wack 100.
No, I wasn't on that.
And Troy Ave. Yes, you were.
I was not on that.
We have the screenshot.
I've never seen it.
Because I didn't notice your name
I didn't want
listed.
De
Niro Jones.
I didn't know it was always on there.
I didn't know
Don't
either.
play with me, bro.
Until later, he brought it up, and Wack was on that DM too.
I was not.
And I said, no, he wasn't. And then I went and looked at the screenshot, and you were on the DM. So when Shay Glizzy decided that she wanted to terrorize Ak, you were at the front of her mind, as was I, and as was Troy Ave.
That's her.
Oh, no wonder I couldn't find it. It's spelled crazy. Hiltrin. Okay.
Paris, Hiltrin.
I just looked through about 40 pictures of Paris Hilton on the YouTube search results. Anyway, so I look at my DMs, and I see a message sent to all of us.
I didn't see it.
I believe that you didn't see it.
Because you told me about it. I was like, what?
What I thought at that moment, I thought it was just me and Troy Ave. Later on, I realized that you were in the group chat as well.
When I went back to check, they must have deleted it.
Okay, but listen.
It was gone.
That doesn't surprise me. But and maybe Troy didn't get it either. Maybe I'm the only one who got it. Maybe he didn't open it up
I asked Troy, and Troy said he didn't get it.
So I am the only one with the nuclear codes. Okay, let's continue. So
don't start no shit out of him.
I'm going to be very careful with how I talk about this.
because
and not for the reasons that you're thinking. No, because I just don't.
Content.
I don't want to be in a position of disrespecting anybody's meat.
You seen the meat. I have the vocal response of the person that's seen the meat.
You saved my voice note about it?
No, you sent it.
Yeah, but you saved it? You don't have to save my voice notes.
I did. It's on my text. I don't.
No, I think it disappears unless you save it.
Don't.
Which I know this is kind of your thing that you like to leverage these sort of things.
No, do you want me to play it?
No.
I'll play it and it won't disappear.
I'm speaking to you right now. I can tell you.
I didn't. Yeah, no.
Anyway, all right.
Yo.
So listen.
I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Can you let me tell this goddamn story?
Go ahead, brother. This tough.
I click on the DM, and it says it's a message that says from her that says something along the lines of, since he want to laugh about me with y'all, here you go.
And what did she send you?
The first picture is a picture of Akademiks sitting at his computer chair in front of the desk.
Okay.
And the photo is taken in such a room that you can basically like see the room that he streams out of from an angle that you don't normally see it.
Gotcha.
So I'm saying all this to just say how I know that it actually was. Because a lot of people, when you mention this,
but you know it was him.
Basically, yes. Because then that picture of him in the chair, and then a zoomed in or a closer up version that's a little bit more overhead, where you see exactly what Akademiks is working with, if you get my drift.
Wait. Hold on, bro, because see now, this on some, see now, look.
I didn't choose to view this.
I got a partner in crime.
As you will see in just a moment, Wack 100 is absolutely fixated on exposing the details of this picture, all while actively stating that he has nothing to do with this whole situation. This is Snitch Manipulation 101. He is attempting to keep his name clear by vicariously snitching through Adam22, and he will expose folks by any means necessary.
Why troll himself? I don't give a f. Yeah. So you telling me, let me get this right. The lady sends you a picture.
Title this Meat Watch.
Of Akademiks sitting at his desk.
His streaming setup where he's done all this work throughout all these years, yes.
He got his shirt on up top.
Shirt on.
Asshole naked at the bottom.
No, pants on, but pants down a little bit.
Pulled down to the knees.
No.
At least I got ass so naked.
I don't even know if
I
they
was
were.
ass so naked. Yo, listen. So you telling me that Act is sitting there, shirt on, pants halfway down. Was his briefs down too?
Do you see how excited this guy is? Adam is trying to tell the story, but Wack keeps interrupting. It is counterintuitive to the task at hand, so that leads me to believe that Wack's confusion is most likely genuine. With that being said, he has some questionable questions.
Did he have the camera off? He might see.
There's
even
no
if
way
the
for me to
camera
know.
was on, you're gonna see the upper body.
All right, so
are you telling me?
Let me take you
hold
through.
on, okay, bro. I'm gonna take the hit. We're gonna do, we're gonna do a little simulation.
Uh-oh.
This table. Get up, put the headphones.
Do you want me to show you the photos right now? I'm not going to do that.
No. Okay. So here we go, Akademiks. Yo. Akademiks on Hennessy. Yo. I don't give a See the girl? I'm from the county. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a Yeah. I don't give a because you man, let me tell you. You know how much money? No. That nigga Act be going in.
Man.
See, look, I got caught slipping, ass so naked laying on the bunk on the phone.
We saw it.
But I'm with a bitch, right?
Yeah.
This nigga be having 15,000 people looking at him, male, female. Can he see the people like we see him on
Listen,
Twitch?
just because he's sitting at the computer where he normally
You are
streams
not
does not
supposed to
mean that
be-
he was actually streaming at that moment. Now let me finish telling you what my thought process
Then what else is
was
he
after
doing?
I saw his. Anyway,
You saw his what? Oh my God, I'm going on mute.
now, for those who know me, when it comes to issues in the media space,
It's your fault, Remo.
And then I ain't got nothing.
when it
your
comes,
fault.
listen, when it comes time for me, when I need a little bit of help in analyzing something in this hip hop media space,
Analyze it. You analyze it?
I needed help analyzing it. In the media space, Remo is one of my closest confidants.
You needed help analyzing what?
So without even thinking about it, I sent Remo the.
No warning.
I just said what
no
the.
warning.
I think my
cussed his
message
ass
says
out.
what the.
Open it up and did this.
Yes. And I see academics. I'm like, what the
Wait. Let
No
me,
warning.
Because I know what he told me. Let me rewind that. Did you do this or did you do this?
Yeah, he got closer.
Bro.
I know what he told me. I don't know.
They try to
Act this ain't on me, bro.
And for the
I
record,
fuck with you. I'm a chat nigga,
the
man.
only person I showed it to, besides my wife,
What did your wife say? Call her.
we'll get to that.
But first, let's break down the clip right quick before we get really confused with all of these details.
Can he see the people like we see him?
So it sounds like Shy Glizzy might have had a change of heart and decided to delete the message, but unfortunately for Akademiks, Adam had already received the ammunition, and obviously he can't just post it on the internet or willy-nilly like that. So what does Adam do instead? Well, he does the next best thing. His strategy is to describe it on stream, all while playing the whole thing aloof. It's honestly not a bad strategy. Perhaps it was his only move. I mean, besides of course keeping this whole thing private. But we already know that Adam is not one to keep things private. Something interesting to point out is that upon receiving these pictures, Adam immediately called his buddies, instead of calling Akademiks with this information. I only point that out to say, these two have had a cold war going for years.
But Adam, I'm coming for you. You getting the motherfucking smoke. I warned him not to me over.
Hold on, Selena. I do want to say
tried
before,
to warn
hold on,
you.
before you get into it, I'm gonna let you speak. Trust me, the floor is yours. I just want to say, everybody in the chat, man, spam up the clap emoji. Good job, soldier. She went behind enemy lines. She got intimate information about Lena the Plug, aka Lena Maxwell, and of course Adam 22, aka Adam Epstein. And you saw the trafficking firsthand. Perfect.
This beef has been brewing for a long time is all I'm saying. And when Akademiks had his Spotify deal, Wack 100 was trying to get his own podcast under Akademiks on Spotify, but the deal didn't go through. So then Wack ended up going over to No Jumper and started a show with Adam, and I believe that's where Akademiks unknowingly sealed his own fate. Because ever since then, it feels like Wack has had it out for Akademiks, and I have to admit, I greatly underestimated just how devious this man can be. I mean, just look at him gaslighting the fuck out of Adam, and getting him to do all of the heavy lifting to expose Akademiks. The dynamics here are extremely interesting, whether he did it intentionally or not. Wack 100 seemingly sparked a flame that has been spreading like wildfire for Akademiks.
Caller.
We'll get to that. No, I don't want to bring her in on this.
Nigga, that.
We'll get to that.
You know what Ack told me about your wife?
What?
What he would do? How many times he sat at that table looking at your wife on the screen? Call her. It's a fact.
No, okay. But
nigga, yo,
nah, man.
I sent it to Remo.
Ack told me.
It took him a moment to realize what he was looking at.
Oh my God, what does that say? What does that mean, Remo? Stop.
Do you want me to go back to the Remo text
What does that
conversation so we
mean?
can see what he was saying? No,
Bro, what the does that
let's
mean?
skip ahead slightly.
How does it work? He busts your eye, you don't know. You get a text, open it up. It's supposed to be a pic that the ex-girlfriend sends Adam, right? He sends it to you. He just said, and for him to say that, you had to tell him, it took you a moment to realize what you was looking at.
Yeah, because he was like, wait, what is it? What is that?
Why did it take you a moment?
Because they got
What
my
do y'all
boy
say?
Ack in a compromising position.
It's just a position.
It's just like
you never thought you would
never
see
thought
this.
you would see this picture.
You
So
never
I'm like,
thought.
what the
No,
In a million years that you would see it.
Now get back on
This
the
would be
square.
like if you saw a topless
Why
photo of
did you-
Beyonce. Wouldn't you think it was fake
Yo,
first?
Adam, stop with me.
Okay, somebody.
Stop with me,
This
Adam.
would be like if you
Your
saw
ass,
if you saw
Why
a
did it
photo of
take you a
Trina
moment?
butt naked. Wouldn't your mind kind of be like, nah, this can't be?
Why did it take you a
Nah.
moment?
Man, because she got my boy.
You capping, Remo.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it 100. All right, she got my boy
You
playing.
capping.
I think he ain't on stream. I think he playing Fortnite. He might be playing a game.
No. Did you see the screen? It don't say it wasn't on Twitch.
You're asking so many questions.
that
You're
nigga
making me
was
want to go
told-
back
listen.
and check the photo.
He was playing
Don't
the game.
fuck with me, Adam.
I'm pretty sure he's
We
playing
will
the
go
game.
viral on the Hunter side.
This is exactly what I mean. Wack knows the answer to the question he keeps asking, but he wants Adam to say it out loud, so this way he can expose Akademiks without being the one who actually says it. Not to mention Wack accusing Akademiks of doing something inappropriate on stream. And sure, it came off as an innocent joke, but in reality, this is an allegation that could greatly affect the Akademiks brand. It's honestly impressive just how much shit one little man can stir up.
Don't play.
You don't want to be leaking people's pics.
No, I
That's
don't have
illegal.
the pic. I don't have the pic, but I have audio.
What Wack is referring to when he says that he has audio is a voicemail that Adam sent to Wack as soon as Adam received the pictures. You will notice Wack using this voicemail in attempts to extort Adam into exposing Akademiks. In fact, the reason Adam called Wack 100 in the first place was for advice on what to do with the pictures, and that's because everyone knows that Wack is known to have private tapes of folks that he uses as extortion for money. These Hollywood folks are really cut from a different cloth. This is like an episode of The Real Housewives of Los Angeles.
Once
You
you
the
become in
weirdo. You do
possession of
weird
something
shit
like that, you shouldn't even send it around to somebody that you consider like a close confidant. I should have just told him what I had.
Well, yeah, that would have been the right thing to do, but you know how those Hollywood folks are. It is clout over everything. That being said, this is a wild attack on Akademiks. I mean, if you think back to Wack saying Blueface smashed, it was basically an inside invasion that led up to all of this drama. It's been interesting watching this whole thing play out, because Shike Lizzie has really been Akademiks' Achilles heel. Seriously, think about it. Most of his issues can be tied back to her, and I feel like Wack spotted a weakness and exploited the fuck out of it. And then he acts like he's looking out for Akademiks.
Definitely a chat nigga.
Yo, dude, should we call
And
Ack?
You gotta
That's
call
all I'm
Ack,
saying.
man. Let's call
No,
Ack, bro.
let's finish this whole story and then we can call him. Because there's still funny details that you are like not letting me
I'ma
get
say
to.
this.
I kind of feel bad for Remo. This whole episode he looks super uncomfortable, and obviously getting photobombed is never a good time for anyone. Imagine showing up to work and your boss is like, hey, did you get that email I sent you? Because we're gonna be talking about that all day, so I'm gonna need you to help me analyze it.
I did not expect to see my boy Ack go out like
So
that.
what
You know
goes
I'm
through
saying?
my head when I realize that I am now in possession of photos of that could set hip hop ablaze?
Yeah.
What goes through my head?
I got the recording.
What goes through my head? I feel like Wack 100. So what do? I send a voice note to Wack 100 saying, "Holy shit! Guess what I got in my possession now? I get these pictures. I tell you that I have them, and this is one observation that I've had about Act.
That's all you told me?
And it's the same. What else did I tell you?
Hey,
I may
you
have
said
described the photos a little bit more.
You said it.
Anyway, I reach out to you, and there's
People,
one
we have a
thing.
little problem here.
There's one thing that Akademiks and Wack have in common. If you tell them something, they will share it with whoever
I
they
ain't
see
saying
fit.
shit.
There has
Have
been.
you heard me say something?
There's been a bunch of times where I have told Akademiks something off the record, and then like 2 days
Remo,
later, I'm watching him say it on stream.
you heard me say
And you are
something?
the exact same person,
said
because
nothing.
as soon as I told you, no lie, 45 seconds later, Ak is FaceTiming me.
I
Called
told
Act to
him.
crash out.
No.
You caused Act to crash out that
No,
night.
no, but earlier had nothing to do with this shit. I said, Act, hey, bro, I don't know what's going on, but your girlfriend is sent the homies pics of you. He said, you're a lie. I said, call him, bro.
Let's get the exact
He calls Adam.
timestamp.
Yeah.
Well, who needs enemies when you have friends like Adam and Wack? This is wild. Wack is saying he has nothing to do with those pictures, when in reality, those pictures were a direct result of Wack snitching on Akademiks. Remember, I said Adam called Wack 100 instead of Akademiks upon receiving the pictures. I forgot to mention that Wack immediately called Akademiks and blew up Adam's spot, and made Adam look even worse by hearing this information from Wack instead of Adam himself. It's killing two birds with one stone, although it be a snitching stone. But I guess you can't really call that snitching. You would have to call it tattletelling.
I guess Adam verifies it.
I did.
And I guess 18 minutes later, Act saying, the bitch stole 500,000 from me.
Yo, this chick is like mad, just inquisitive. She knew the combination. I got 8 safes in my crib. She knew the combination of every one of them bitches, bro. I swear I didn't know, bro. I swear I didn't know this. She took my money in socks. I count my money and I put them in $50,000 wads. It was in big socks that she put them in. And when I looked at the camera in Houston, out the sock, 50,000. Out the sock, 50,000. Out the sock, 50,000. She put the money in her safe.
Now, we can't blame Wack for this one. Nope, this one is all on Akademiks. He should have been broken up with Shy Glizzy a very long time ago, but now it appears that it is far too late for that.
I think she's 3 months pregnant, if I'm not mistaken.
He told me that.
Yeah.
Oh, we was on the live.
He should hire to make sure that
Because
never happens, bro.
Did you see what happened?
I said,
And she threatened me to sue me.
If he has a baby with her, his life is so for the rest of his life.
Here goes the thing.
That is the worst thing that could happen
She's
to him.
definitely on Akademiks.
yeah.
Now, here goes the beautiful part about this. Unlike Blueface or Krishan, Akademiks got a Bobby's World head. If the baby come out with a normal size head, we know it ain't Axe. If she has to have a C-section after the 5th attempt of natural birth because of the Bobby's World head, we know it's Axe.
So you believe she is? He told you she's pregnant, right?
He told me she's pregnant. And then she threatened us with a lawsuit.
Why
And I'm like,
Bobby's World head is so funny. There's like 2 different types of guys. There's like a dude with like a cartoon character head.
That's him.
And then there's like a blue face with like a slim like
listen,
Ken doll
so
head,
he
right?
says,
Yeah.
yo, Wack.
Very interesting. Now in this next clip, I want to show you Wack 100 basically trying to force Adam to describe Akademiks to everyone watching on the live stream.
Can he see the people like we see him?
Which is a pretty weird request, to be honest.
I put that on Caucasianness.
And that's all you said. You know, the only way to prove who's telling the truth is to press play.
Play it.
That's on Black Power. You said more than that.
Play it.
What?
Play it. I would love to hear it.
Yeah, I haven't heard
It might be like slightly more extreme than what I've said on this podcast, but not really.
It's coming down to your white skin and my black skin of what we represent.
Expose me. Do it. I'll stand on business.
Let me see. Where is it at? Oh, there it goes. It's still there. See, I didn't
Press play. 55 seconds. 5-5.
Now, Adam is saying on his white skin, he only said what he said.
I want to know what else I said on this.
Black power, on what we stand for. Shout out to the ISUP blank, because I'm a Paru, can't put that out to the P. Hebrew Israelites. You said more than that.
Play it.
Exclusive, only on No Jumper, on the Adam and Wack show, and it's powered by Remo.
Bro, I just opened up Instagram and I got a DM in a group chat to me and Troy Ave. And the DM is from Akademiks' girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend. And included within it is a picture of his, and to call it small would be an understatement, to be totally honest. And now I find myself in the weird position of being in possession of this. Obviously not gonna do anything with it. But holy shit, bro. Like, if this shit hits Twitter, and it's not, I'm not dropping it. I'm not doing nothing with it. But if it does, holy fuck.
How is that any different than what I said on here?
You gave a description.
And on here, I was a lot more kind.
No,
I gave a little bit more of a more wiggle room.
I believe my One West brothers will be proud of me. I did not let the race down. You blew your setup.
Why? What I said right there is exactly what I sat here and said.
You said,
After I looked at
I
the
would
photo,
say it's small, that word would be an understatement.
after that, I spent more time looking at it, and I decided that actually I thought that the was being misrepresented in the photos.
Bad angle.
It's a bad angle.
It's a bad angle.
Now I'm shooting him bail. I was being a little bit too doom and gloom when I was speaking to you
No,
earlier.
at that point, it was fresh, and you were being truthful because you were just speaking from what you really literally saw. I don't know what you saw.
From the mouths of babes comes
I
the
never
truth.
saw it, but I hope you ain't twitching while on Twitch.
Well, there you have it. Wack finally got a chance to play his recording of Adam describing Akademiks, and this conversation concerning Akademiks basically went on for the better part of an hour.
Come on, bro. Like,
Lena would not get mad at me
All
for
the people
almost
that I've called
anything
for you?
content-wise, but I feel like she would.
fuck with Wack.
She would get mad at me if I tried to involve her in this.
no, she would.
Yes, she would actually be annoyed because she may be a star. She is like the nicest person ever.
Then I have a solution for
She's
that.
not a mean person,
I have
and
a
she would never
solution
be mean about
that I
something like
think
this.
all the fans watching think should work.
What?
I understand what you're saying. Let a black guy call her.
Him?
Yours truly. Let a black guy call her. She seems to respond well to black guys. Let me call and ask her.
I don't know. Why's your phone ringing? What are you doing?
I don't know, man. It's people from Freehold, New Jersey. I don't know what the fuck that is. Never heard that. Let a black guy ask. Worst thing she could do is say, whack off. And I'm not going to say nothing. That's the homegirl. Let me ask her. Let the black guy ask her.
Okay. I can't. She's really going to be mad at me. She's going to make me
Let
edit
the
this
black
out.
guy ask.
Okay, but I have to give her the warning that we're live.
Say, the black guy's going to ask you a question.
Let me just give her the warning.
Prep her. Warm her up for the black guy asking the question.
Pause. Don't warm her up. You will not be warming my wife up, Miss.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
God is on your side.
God.
God's on your side, Act. Because these dudes are saying something
I ain't saying
without
nothing.
saying something. I don't know
You
what's
trying
going
to get
on.
Lena on the phone to air it out.
Let a black guy ask her.
I mean, you know, she responds
I think
well to black
I
guys.
think it was just a bad picture.
She's
man.
nice. She's a very nice person. It's a very bad photo. The bail that I'm shooting him would not be supplied by the average woman on Twitter who's already predisposed to hate academics. And one thing I said to him when I first showed him, I go, I won't do academics the way that he would probably do me in this situation.
So are you saying this is probably one of the reasons why you don't have kids?
Now, granted, I did not say that. That's you. Granted, I don't know if I could, like, my is no surprise. My is already out there to the masses. I feel like if Ak had something like this on me, he might treat it a certain kind of way.
Perfect. Brought it back to the chat niggas. They thought we were done.
I wouldn't do the same to him because I'm a little bit too Gandhi. I'm pushing peace.
I mean, you might as well just post it on Twitter at this point. You just spent an hour describing it on YouTube. Adam knows what he's doing. He could have just kept this whole thing quiet, but he also knows the odds of Akademiks sparing him if the roles were to be reversed are thin to none. Now, let's take a look at the portion of the live stream where Wack and Adam take shots at each other. Like I said, this podcast has some very interesting dynamics, because they go from embarrassing Akademiks to embarrassing each other real quick.
I did think you were too toxic to do business with.
That don't even make sense.
Well, I feel like a lot of people watching this right now are thinking the
I'm gonna
same
tell you
thing I
why it
was
didn't make
thinking.
sense. You ain't got a in your building that's more of a businessman than me. Nobody that's under your umbrella, and I stand on that. Nobody, none of your personalities or whatever the you want to call them, right, is more of a businessman than me. Has the clout I have, the following I have.
Who's got more clout, me or you?
Huh? Overall, because of your shit and all that, and this is yours, you do. You know, I keep it real.
Really?
I do find it rather odd to go into a pissing contest right after exposing someone. I also want to take this time to remind you that these are grown men pondering about who has more clout. What a strange time to be alive.
Gangster, tap in with me. I would like to interview you. I'll make sure he's nowhere near.
Listen, that's another thing you got to stop doing.
Inviting your
Stop lying.
obstacle.
It's because, see, in a minute, I'm going to sit somebody at the corner. Like, stop doing that. Stop
Doing
making
what?
Stop making feel like, ain't they could come on the platform that I work on and violate me because you know I ain't here. If that's the case, let me know they coming and we get that out the way.
Who has that happened with?
I'm just saying, because what you saying,
It's kind of hard to avoid people that have issues with you since you go
ain't-
out of your way to have
no,
issues
that
with
ain't what I'm
almost
saying.
everyone.
look, that's cool. But then what we gonna do now is we gonna have an open schedule then. Because we can't feel like they can come in my backyard. Because you playing white boy games in a nigga's world. And they can come in and violate and be like, yeah, we did that. And you know goddamn well, we don't be knowing when I'm coming or going. We don't be tripping. But at the
So you would have pulled up on Jay Diggs when he was here?
For sure. For sure.
Really?
This is the section of the video that I like to call the gangster fallacy, when the gangster thing to do is also the same thing that puts you in position to look like a dumbass, a gangster paradox if you will, meaning that Wack is realizing that his tough guy gangster behavior on Clubhouse is now affecting his business elsewhere. Perhaps it was J Diggs coming on No Jumper and airing him out that made him realize that this was bad for business. Because now, Wack is trying to guilt Adam into not interviewing folks that he starts beef with, which would effectively make his telephone tough guy venture a very lucrative one.
I just think if you wanted to fight Jay Diggs, you would have already done it, right?
I don't know Jay Diggs, you weirdo.
You have plenty of people that are mutual friends that you could go meet up in a parking lot somewhere, right?
Jay Diggs. Your punk ass wouldn't fight Milk, who was outside your establishment. You's a
Again,
punk.
out there like a
Let
tough
him
guy.
be outside.
This is
talking
a
about
big
Wack
part of
come
your
out.
self-identity is being a tough
No,
guy,
this
right?
is not a tough guy. That's who I am. I'm a Paul Root, period, point blank.
No,
And we
I-
ain't turning
never
shit
once
down.
have you seen me
But what I'm
brag about how tough I
You
am.
had a come to your establishment. Another white boy. He from Hoover, true enough.
But I don't speak this
And
language of
violate you.
violence.
It don't
You're
matter.
the one who claims that you
No,
do.
it don't matter. It don't matter. You had another dude come to your establishment and tell you to come outside. You never came outside.
I'm a non-combatant.
See what you doing,
And you understand. You get it, right?
Hey, and I hate to say it.
If Leor
One-
Cohen's in his
look.
office and some guy shows up and wants to fight him, does he have to do
Look,
it?
one day.
Answer that. If Leor
Look,
Cohen's in his
fuck
office and
Leor got to do with
if
this.
Vlad is in his office and somebody
Listen.
shows up supposed to fight him, is he supposed to
But
do
what-
it?
but you just
and
asked
what's
me.
the difference?
You think I'm a bitch like you.
The difference
You
between those
telling
three
me-
people I just named and you is that you
That's not a
claim
street
to
dude.
be living by the street code and that violence is one of the ways that you grade yourself as a man. Me, Vlad, and Leor Cohen, we don't view ourselves that way.
Check out Adam looking down his ivory tower just to speak to us mere peasants. I mean, Wack's not wrong. The guy has a point. Adam has no problem inviting Wack's enemies to the podcast. But in Adam's defense, Wack 100 has a lot of enemies.
I talked about that with Poke before it came.
Nigga, I can show you niggas that ain't on social media.
You should probably tell me that before you announce it on the
I
podcast,
dealt
right?
with it. No, when I dealt with it. But what I'm saying
But
is,
you understand why this is not accurate, right?
saying you don't do shit where you shouldn't have your head knocked off.
Okay.
It's dead. How many niggas dead for dissing your set, Lil John? Niggas died about that.
What does this have to do with J Diggs?
No, it's the same shit. If you would have told me he was here, oh, it would definitely been an issue. He wouldn't have wanted you to tell me that.
I don't know. He was asking me to call you, right?
Call me. But he wasn't asking you to tell me where y'all was at. He's up here at that point in time. Nigga, I'm from Pacoima. My project's 4 miles from here.
But you understand why, as a business owner, obviously I'm not going to go give somebody the drop
What I'm telling you is this,
are coming
Adam,
through, right?
What I'm telling you is this. You don't control that. We allow you to do that.
I do control
You
who
don't
I
control
invite
a
to my
motherfucking
establishment
thing.
when.
You don't control these streets.
I mean, obviously that day I did control it, right?
These streets.
Because I didn't invite you while he was here.
Adam, because I respect your business, right? I don't bring it to your business. We can make it hot at this motherfucker.
I appreciate that, yeah.
Everybody could have brick baby. Every nigga who got a movement behind him could have been made it hot at your establishment. But what you got to stop doing, right, is playing with because then you gonna force, right, to control this street. You do not control this street.
Who am I playing with?
No, this real shit.
But who am I playing
Because
with?
you would say, well, I'm gonna invite this up here to disrespect you. Okay. Like one dude told me he coming.
I didn't say that I wanted to have Gangster Williams on here to disrespect
Who's
you.
this nigga? I don't even know this nigga. Naughty.
Oh, TT
He said he
TT
coming
Naughty, yeah.
on the 8th and 9th. He told me he coming to disrespect me, and we gonna be here.
Whoa.
That's a fact. Or you gonna cancel him. He did that. He went on there and said, I'm gonna come disrespect you in your backyard.
If he wants to tell you when he's going to be here so that you guys can meet up and argue or whatever this is supposed to be,
And we ain't doing no arguing.
I don't control that.
Yeah, we ain't doing no arguing.
What are you going to do?
It's gonna be what it's gonna be. This could be on fire. Now you playing with guests like that. Who problem is it? Who did it?
I didn't say anything about.
I don't even know this weirdo.
I want to interview Gangster Williams. I don't want to interview him about you. That's like the least interesting thing we could talk
This
about.
is what I'm saying. I don't know this bozo, but he seemed to think he's so good with you that he could go on the internet and say, I'm gonna be over here to violate and disrespect you on Adam's show.
Look, if he wants to say that, then so be it. But I did not give him the okay to say that.
Then so be it.
I don't agree with him saying that.
Then so be it. Since you saying so be it, then so be it. That's a lack of respect for me.
Listen, if he told you when he's going to be here and you guys want to engage in mutual combat, preferably not in our parking lot,
Man, you
I
in
don't
your
control
parking
that.
lot. If you're gonna allow it to happen, it's gonna happen, or you're gonna shut it down, bro.
Sure, I'll
because I
cancel
didn't
on
do
him.
it.
I'll cancel on him, but it seems kind of unprofessional for you to be threatening to fight someone here, right?
Nah, it ain't unprofessional. Nigga, do not get this up, Adam. I'm not you like you not me. I don't even know this clown. I don't know him. He mad at me about BG. It's paperwork. Are you mad at BG? BG did the ratting. Wack didn't do the ratting. Right?
Something I would like to point out is that this is the same exact reason that he started beef with J Diggs. If you remember that beef started because J Diggs was talking about the Blue Da Vinci case, that is what caused Wack to absolutely lose it and curse out J Diggs and his mum. So it is a bit ironic now seeing him say the opposite. It's convenient that suddenly this justification no longer constitutes cause for beef. Perhaps it gives some strength to the gangster fallacy philosophy, because really this shit makes no sense.
And he goes and say, well, I'm gonna be over there with Adam on this date and whoop it up and disrespect your own backyard. So if I'm that comfortable and feel like, then okay, cool. Either you're gonna cancel it or you're gonna let it happen. He did that. I don't know the dude. You've never seen me violate this building. Ain't like we can't lock down the block. You got to come or go. This a death trap over here. You got to go that way or that way.
TT Naughty, I don't know why you said that. Probably not a good idea.
End of the day. So
He's a real gangster.
I don't know, yeah, but that nigga a long way from home.
Yeah.
He a long way from home. I'm one of the faces and voices of the West, both sides.
They said he killed somebody.
Give a about none of that.
I'm just saying.
Nigga be on a Delta flight in the cargo area.
Wait, what?
At the end of the day, it gotta be some type of respect where it's like, yo, you know I do business with Wack.
There is no honor among thieves. This whole crew just tries to kick each other's back in at every available opportunity, but then they will suddenly demand loyalty and respect from one another. The whole thing is silly, don't you think? Thanks for watching. This has been Alien for now.